Students, in this class we will discuss about animal tissues. Animal tissues can be broadly classified into epithelial, muscular, connective and nervous tissue. Now let us study in detail. Epithelial tissues are made of closely packed cells with no intercellular spaces. The cells of this tissue are tightly packed and arranged in layers with almost no intercellular matrix. This type of tissue is found throughout the body as continuous lining of body cavities, organs and ducts. It may also form a layer along the insides of hollow internal organs. The primary function of epithelial tissue is protection against infection and dehydration. Other than protection, they also involve in secretion, selective absorption, filtration, and sensation. Epithelial tissue present in inner lining of the windpipe, as you can see in this diagram. Epithelial tissue present along the walls of salivary glands. Epithelial tissue present along the lining of stomach and small intestine. And epithelial tissue are also found in the lining of blood vessels. And the major function of epithelial tissue is protection against infection and dehydration. Connective tissue are made up of separate cells which are embedded in a non-living basic substance called the matrix. The matrix can be soft, fibrous, fluid or solid depending on the type of connective tissue. Connective tissue support and bind the different parts of the body. They give shape to the organs and hold them in place. There are three types of connective tissues: connective tissue proper, fluid connective tissue, supporting connective tissue. Now let us discuss in detail. At first we will discuss about connective tissue proper. Connective tissue proper contains varied cell population, contain various fiber types, a syrupy ground substance. Connective tissue proper is further divided into loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Loose connective tissues are distributed throughout the body. They serve as packing and binding material for most organs in the body. These are of following types: areolar connective tissue and adipose connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue. Areolar tissue is present below the skin. It is a loosely organized connective tissue consisting of meshwork of collagen and elastic fibers with different types of cells such as mast cells and macrophages lying in the semi-fluid ground substance. The cells within these tissues lie scattered from each other in the matrix. The main function of areolar tissue is to bind the skin to the underlying structures. Adipose tissue, commonly known as fat tissue. It is made up of fibers with fat globules present within them. It is present beneath the skin and around internal organs. In addition to storing energy in the form of fat, this tissue also cushions and protects the internal organ from extreme cold and mechanical trauma. There is a quick watch between the difference of areolar and adipose tissue. Areolar tissue, type of loose connective tissue widely distributed in the body that contains collagen fibers, reticular fibers and a few elastic fibers. Adipose tissue, a specialized type of tissue, connective tissue that function as a major storage site for fat. Areolar tissue found between the skin and muscles and around the blood vessels and nerves. Adipose tissue found below the skin and around internal organs. Fibroblast, plasma cells, adipocyte, mast cells and macrophages. It consists of adipocytes. It provides support, strength and elasticity. Adipose tissue acts as a thermal insulator, mechanical protection and energy storage. Dense connective tissues have more fibers than loose connective tissues. In dense connective tissues, fibers are densely packed. So, The two types of dense connective tissues are tendon and ligament. Dense connective tissues have more fibers than loose connective tissue. In dense connective tissue, fibers are densely packed, and dense connective tissue is further classified into tendon and ligament. Now let us discuss about tendon and ligament. Tendon is made up of spindle-shaped fiber forming cells called fibroblasts and collagen fibers. It is made stronger by cementing substance. Tendons connect muscle to bones. They provide support to bones, especially during muscular movement. They are also able to withstand tension between muscles and tissues. Ligaments. It is formed from a yellow fibrous tissue that contains collagen and elastic fibers. Ligaments have flexibility due to elastic fibers. They connect one bone to another at the joints, holding the bones together so that they remain stable during movement. So tendon connects muscle to bone, ligament connects bone to bone. Supportive connective tissue are strong tissue that provide support and strength to the body. These are of following two types, bone and cartilage. Bones are hard mineralized tissue of skeleton. Inorganic salts of calcium, magnesium and phosphorus as well as collagen fibers are present in bone matrix that make bones strong and rigid. Bone cells called osteoblasts are located in special spaces called lacunae, arranged in concentric circles as you see in this picture. This is the transverse section of bone. Lacunae are connected to each other by small canals called canaliculi. Bones are supplied with blood through blood vessels that are located at the center of concentric rings of lacunae. This center is called Harvesian canal. Bones provide a framework to support our body and help us to move. Bone also protect the soft internal organs such as brain, heart and lungs. Cartilage. It is relatively softer than bone and does not have a blood supply. Cartilage is made up of special cells called chondroblast. Bones are made of osteoblasts and cartilage are made of chondroblast. Present in special matrix containing inorganic salts, chiefly of calcium. Cartilage is found in nose, between the ribs, around the trachea and larynx, external ears, in the knee joint and in between the vertebrae. It provides a cushion to the vertebrae and bones of the joint as well as flexibility, shape and support to ears and nose. Now we will discuss about fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissues are of two types, blood and lymph. Blood, it is red colored fluid that is present inside the blood vessels within our body. It carries oxygen and nutrients to various parts of the body through the blood vessels. It also collects metabolic and respiratory wastes from all body cells for excretion. Body cells need blood for excretion. Blood is made up of liquid matrix called plasma, which contains about 90% water. Blood also contains dissolved salts and proteins. Other main constituents of blood are white blood cells, red blood cells and blood platelets. Red blood cells or erythrocytes contains a pigment called hemoglobin that chiefly carries oxygen to the different parts of the body. White blood cells, leukocytes, protect us from disease-causing organisms. Blood platelets or thrombocytes are responsible for hemostasis or clotting of blood in case of injury. Lymph. This is a straw-colored watery fluid. It is derived from the interstitial fluid and contains some amount of white blood cells. The network of vessels within which lymph flows is called lymphatic system. The lymph protects us from infections. In this class, we have discussed about two types of animal tissues, epithelial and connective tissue. Next class, we will discuss about muscular tissue and nervous tissue. That's all for today.